ZTAY,
Pick
aka Low Red Draft Lottery. 14th pick goes to
the San Antonio Spurs.
All right, they got that's the Hawks pick. They got another one. By the way, I already got it spoiled for me. I know who got number 1, but I don't know anything else because it's impossible, you know, in 2025 to get it not spoiled for yourself. 13th pick.
The Atlanta
Hawks from the Kings.
The NBA
12.
Will be the Chicago Bulls.
Okay, that's tough. I love seeing their reactions, bro. 11.
The Portland Trail
Blazers. That's tough.
That
you have
means
such a
Dallas has moved inside the top 4. The Mavericks have never won the lottery.
Okay.
Dallas has moved.
Why does that mean they move inside the top 4?
The Portland Trail Blazers.
The Trailblazers were trash last year. They get the 11th pick, and because of that, they said the Mavs moved to the top 4. Somebody let me know why.
Pick number 10 will be made by the Houston Rockets.
That's the Suns pick. That's tough. I mean, the Rockets were supposed to get a top pick.
Multiple previous trades.
Yeah, okay. 9.
The Toronto Raptors.
Raptors.
2 teams jumping.
Spurs and Mavs in the top 4 for some reason. Whatever that means. Okay. 2 good teams getting top 4 picks.
That means the Sixers.
Okay. And then the Thunder get Philly's pick. Right? Philly, they said it's outside. Keeps pick if it's 1 through 6.
Pick in the NBA draft belongs to
I don't get it.
the Brooklyn Nets.
Brooklyn Nets 8. All right, let's talk about this for a second. Because every team that just got their pick is honestly probably the worst teams in the entire lottery outside the Jazz, right? Blazers, the Bulls, the Hawks, the Nets, the Raptors are not good teams, and they're not getting good picks. Is it time we got to get rid of this draft lottery? 7.
The New Orleans Pelicans.
Pelicans. Okay. 6.
The Washington Wizards.
Like, bro, the Wizards getting the 6th pick when they need it more than any of these teams. I don't know.
Top 4, so they make the jump, and
for some reason now they're saying correction. Phillies in. I don't even know.
Suddenly,
I don't know. Sixers in the top 4, bro.
The NBA draft will be made by.
Look at Cooper's reaction. I didn't even realize he's there. He's all happy because look at the teams in the top 4. This is ridiculous. The Mavs, the Spurs, and Sixers are all not bad teams. These are all teams with talent. You got Wemby, Tyrese Maxey, and Kyrie Irving. Like, come on, bro. And Joel Embiid. And De'Aaron Fox. And AD.
The Utah Jazz.
The 5th. The Jazz get the 5th pick, bro. The draft lottery, I don't know. I'm not one of those people that just think of conspiracy theories, right? When it comes to sport, I don't believe in conspiracy theories of like it's rigged and blah, 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 blah. I don't believe in any of that. Now, I'm not going to say somebody's wrong if they do believe in that, but I believe in the basketball gods, and I'm still trying to figure out a reason why the Wizards, Pelicans, the Nets, the Raptors, and Blazers all have a bad pick. But the Sixers, Spurs, and Mavs are going to get top 4. Like, how does that even make sense? Hornets, okay. Hornets got a top 5 pick. Hornets getting better. Even though I don't even think the Hornets are bad. Honestly, this team, they need it more than anybody. The fact that Nets got the 8th pick, that sucks, bro. Because they were probably the worst team outside of the Jazz. Have some talent. Okay.
In the NBA draft goes to
4th pick.
The Charlotte Hornets.
You can't make this up. All right, it's actually starting to get suspicious now, bro. There's no way. All the bad teams got screwed over. You're telling me the Sixers, Spurs, and Mavs gonna have the top 3 picks in the draft? This is crazy. I'm like in shock right now, low key. Last year was kind of questionable with the Hawks, but this is worse. 3rd.
The Philadelphia 76ers.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Okay. Philly got the 3rd. Okay.
The 2nd pick.
2nd, we already know who got it. Spurs and the Mavs got number 1. Oh man. I'm going to talk about a conspiracy. Not conspiracy. What I think could happen. Obviously, we know Cooper is going number 1, right? So that means Cooper's going to the Mavs. I'm trying to think. AD doesn't want to play center, but he's going to have to because Cooper is a 4. Cooper is a great power forward. Modern power forward. You could slide him to the 3, but the Mavs already got size, right? The Spurs, if they were able to get Cooper, their team would have been stacked. But I know there's people outside of Cooper, obviously. Could hypothetically, like, hear me out. I know it's going to sound crazy. Could Cooper fall to 2 and go to the Spurs? Just because he doesn't fit the Mavs. He doesn't fit the Mavs. Now, let's talk about the Mavs. Oh, yeah. By the way, 1% chance to get the first pick and the Mavs get the first pick. It's crazy. Now, let's go back to the basketball gods theory that I got. Nico made a crazy decision to trade Luka Doncic. The whole team turned on him, and he stayed strong. He showed up in a bright-ass suit that first game in LA and was not scared sitting courtside. He was confident with his decision. He didn't run. And I'm not even talking about basketball, guys. I'm just talking about life in general. I think spiritually, what Nico did, the fact that he stayed strong and trusted in his vision and didn't fold through all the fire Nico chants and the death threats, is the reason they got the number 1 pick. That's just proof, bro. That's just proof. Because there's no way the Mavs should be getting the first pick. Let's be honest. They have Kyrie Irving, Anthony Davis. They should not be getting the first pick. They made the play-in. The Sixers got the 3rd pick. They have Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, and Paul George, and they have Quentin Grimes now. And the 2nd pick went to the Spurs, who were bad this year. I'm not gonna lie, they were bad because of injuries. So I'm not surprised with the Spurs one. But I think the reason the Dallas Mavericks got the first pick is just because the basketball guys rewarded Nico for staying strong through all the hate. That's really all it is. Now, did this number 1 pick just buy Nico another year? There's no way they fire him now, right? Mavs fans, I'm happy for you guys because, you know, in all honesty, I think the Mavericks fans deserve this. They had a very rough year. They did. Mavs fans had a very bad year. But as an unbiased NBA fan, I think it's time we got to get rid of this draft lottery or like change it up a little bit. Because I know we've been tweaking with it a lot over the past decade or two. And they're doing it to avoid teams tanking and everything. But my goodness, it might be good for viewership because you got the star players in the drafts going to big market teams. Like the Mavs, the Spurs, and the Sixers are all pretty popular teams. Let's be honest, with superstars on them. And all of the smaller market teams kind of got screwed over. And that's where you could argue the conspiracy that it's rigged. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, what are the odds? Really? That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense. A 1% chance at the first pick and they get it. How does that work? A lot of weird stuff going on in Dallas. That's all I know. That's all I know. A lot of weird stuff going on in Dallas. They trade Luka away to start it off. Kyrie tears his ACL. Then the next day, the city's all gloomy and orange and cloudy. And then fire Nico Chance. People selling the season tickets. AD goes down in his first game. Like, they seemed like they were cursed. And then all of a sudden, they're gifted the number 1 pick by the basketball guys. I just can't fathom what's going on in today's NBA. And I'm going to be honest, I just sat down and I watched just a compilation of Kobe Bryant highlights and a lot of old school basketball that I grew up watching. Brought a tear to my eye every time I watch Kobe highlights. And that's why today I got the Kobe jersey on. But I started thinking about today's NBA. I just got done watching the Pacers and Cavs game 3. I'm just like, what is going on in the league? Like, really? Sit back and think about it. LeBron got exited first round. Curry's injured. He's not. We're moving to the younger generation. You're thinking of the younger generation. You're thinking of Victor Wembanyama. You know, you could say Tyrese Maxey. For the Mavs, I can't really say young guys because it's AD and Kyrie Irving. You know, they just got their own thing. But it seems like all these young stars are starting to get talent around them. I don't know if Basketball God's helping him out. Adam Silver's helping him out. I don't know, but Mavericks get the number 1 pick. I can't believe it. I'm sure nobody else can believe it. I just want to know your guys' thoughts and comments down below. Do you think it's time the NBA gets rid of the draft lottery, reworks it to where the top 4 is automatically the 4 worst teams in the league? And then outside of that, you know, then you do the odds. Like the top 4 is locked for the first, because this is really bad. This is really bad. The top 4 in this draft are all good teams, in my opinion. I think the Hornets are a good team. LaMelo just can't stay healthy. I think the top 4 should have been the Jazz, the Blazers, the Nets, Pelicans, the Raptors, somebody like that. But they got screwed over. So do you think we should go away from the draft lottery, change it up? Congratulations to all the Mavs fans. You guys deserve it. Let's be honest. I'm out of here. This is ZTAY. Peace.